Hello guys, welcome to The Great Apostate. I hope you're well. Thank you very much for watching my videos. As you know, some time ago, I foolishly promised to set up an advice column. Teach you, tell you what I have learned from my experiences out of cultness. And I've had people ask me questions, amazingly. In no particular order. I think I've had about 4 questions so far. But boy, they are, if I'm America, man oh man, are they hard questions. They're brutal. So I've picked what I think is actually the hardest question, and I'm going to lift you up, walk you over to my laptop, because my laptop doesn't move anymore. It's been bitten by the dog and it doesn't come off the power anymore. So I'm going to walk over with you, read the question, and we're going to return. And I'm going to try to answer it. But I think it's a doozy, so let's go. Now, the lady gives me her name, but I'm not going to give you it, because this is all about anonymity. It's all about you not telling who you are. So let's go. Now, it starts being nice to me, but don't take that as my reason I spent it. I love your videos, and do subscribe under a different name. I am a fader, which means a person who has left the JWs, but not really in name. They're just sort of drifting away, so hopefully no one will notice. Having been raised a JW since birth. Me too. I haven't been back to a Kingdom Hall in 10 years. Well, I'm pushing on 15, 16 years now. I keep getting stuck with feeling sorry for myself. I am mad. I never went to college. I am mad. I never kept pursuing job promotions or making friends that I could have years ago who were not JWs. Yes, I have been shunned by my parents and relatives for many years and never made any JW friends anyway. I never really liked anyone in the Kingdom Hall. Lots of assholes, let's be honest. I love your positive attitude and wish you could provide me some more information on how to stop feeling sorry for myself, or ourselves, being raised in this cult that was never our choice to join. I started blogging about being raised a JW, which has helped me work through some of my issues. Me too. Snap. I was inspired to do something as a result of awesome YouTubers like me. Yay, I'm an awesome YouTuber. And other bloggers, etc. But doing videos is not what I can do. I have no courage in that area, so I blog. Well, doesn't require courage, and you're doing fine. Anyway, sending my love to you and your family, as I look forward to watching more of your videos. Well, I haven't done videos in a while because I'm going through a bit of a phase, but we'll get back to it. So that's a lady from California. So let's get up and head back over. Sorry, I put my thumb on your face. Now, so the question from the lady in California, we'll not call her anything. Anyway, the question from the lady in California is basically, how do you get over the feelings of bitterness? How do you keep a happy, positive tone and move on with your life? Well, I picked this question as my first one because it's, in my opinion, the hardest of all the questions I got, okay? The reason that it's hard is because anyone, when they're doing something like this, like a YouTube thing, you put forward your best face. I'm smiling. But in reality, there's a lot of sadness that goes on in anyone's life. This ugly face is actually a mask. It's not real, okay? It's real to an extent. I'm a pretty smiley person, but there's plenty of times in my life when I'm sad, plenty of times when I'm down, plenty of times when I let myself down, plenty of times when I feel that I'm a lousy parent, when I look at where I am financially, where I am, professionally, and I think, you done fucked up, boy. There's so much of that in my life when I look back and I think, the only time I think I'm okay is I think I'm a pretty good husband. That's the only thing I'm relatively satisfied on, although I make my wife probably clean more than I should. But I try to do my best, but my point is I'm a constant failure. But that's okay, because guess what? Everybody's a constant failure, okay? Richard Branson crashed his bicycle recently and he thought he was going to die, and I bet you he didn't look back on all his money as his life was flashing before his eyes. He looked back on other things, okay? Because failure, it's endemic into the human condition. We all are disappointed in things in ourselves, and the Jehovah's Witnesses wouldn't have changed that, okay? How can you get by having missed opportunities? Well, find new opportunities, okay? What I try to do, and I would show you this, but it's actually on my phone. One thing that I do, and I find maybe a bit like the questioner and other people who've questioned me, is I find there's a great sense, a feeling of depression from my experience as a Jehovah's Witness. I felt it as a Jehovah's Witness, but I also feel it when I've left. And what I've sort of found that has been helpful for me is I actually wrote myself a letter, believe it or not. So I wrote a letter, and I wrote basically, from this day on, I, Neil, am going to stop feeling bad about myself. I'm going to forgive myself. And I wrote, these are my flaws. These are my good qualities. I do my best. I have failed in many things in my life, but I will keep trying because I'm just a human being like everybody else. I've written that letter. You know, you can write your own letter. It's going to be personal to you, obviously, but I keep it. This is the point. I wrote it online. I store it on my computer. And I've put it as a note on my phone. And maybe, not every day, but probably twice or 3 or maybe 4 times a week, I'll be feeling low and I'll think to myself, hang on a second. Are you feeling low because you're a total fuckwit? Or are you feeling low because you're a human being who's fucked up, just like all the other human beings? And I read my letter. I just click on it and go, okay. I read it out loud and I say, I have faults, but I have also good qualities. I list my good qualities. I don't actually list my faults because who the fuck wants to remember how bad you are? But I do list my good qualities. And I talk about things, and I talk about what I want to achieve with my life. It's not money, it's not fame. They're all sealed at this point. It's, do I want to be loved? Do I want my wife to be happy? Do I want my kids to know that their dad loved them? Do I want to smile more? Do I want to tell jokes? Do I want to work hard? One of the things I've written as well is try for the occasional moonshot. And by that I mean, try something out of the ordinary. One of the things that I tried, which is a moonshot, is the YouTube videos. I've got a lot out of it, okay? I've got so much out of doing this. And it's helped me an awful lot, okay? And this lady who sent me the message is also going on to blogging about her experiences, and that's helping her. Maybe that'll help you. So how do you get past the upset, the lost opportunities? You've got to accept that that is life, whether you were a Jehovah's Witness or not, okay? You will have lost opportunities, and even the most successful person will have lost opportunities. Yes, the Jehovah's Witnesses have screwed us up. Yes, if there was justice in the world, we would all get a class action lawyer together, and I'm for that, by the way, if anyone ever wants to do it, and we would all sue them until the pips squeaked, okay? And we'd all walk off with a little bag full of money that said, in compensation for your lack of university education. But we can't do that at the moment, so we just have to move on. We have to accept that we're human beings. We have to try to muddle through, and we have to accept that when we feel down, when we feel low, everyone else isn't fucking smiling or laughing. Everyone else isn't going, look at me, it's the best day ever. I don't care if you're a Saudi sheikh's son, or if you're, what do you call that? J-Lo's daughter? Not J-Lo, if you're, Beyonce's daughter, you're going to be miserable a long percentage of your life, okay? And the only thing you can do is accept that this is the fate of people, okay? And that we've got to smile in between the sadness. I don't know much more I can tell you about that. This is what I do. I write my letter. I suppose it's like an Alcoholics Anonymous sort of thing, you know? I keep reminding myself, inside me, there's this little guy who just says, you're a fucking scumbag. Nobody likes you. You're useless. You've got nothing. You know, everyone hates you. They talk about when you leave the room. There's that guy in my head, you know, who wants me to think that way. But it's not true, okay? It's not true. I'm a good guy who makes mistakes. You're a good person who makes mistakes. I hope you like this video. I hope you like and subscribe to this channel. It's quite a personal video. If you have questions for me regarding leaving a cult, it's fucking brutal. But leaving a cult and the issues it raises are human issues. They're not special, right? They're just human issues. And I do my best to get through them, muddle through them, one day at a time, 1 foot forward. I want to add this to the end. There are some issues that I don't know that I know that I'm not qualified to discuss. I frequently get messages from people who've been the victims of sexual abuse. I frequently get messages from people who are suicidal. In fact, I have one now, of both. I'm happy to talk to you, but my advice is going to be the same for most of you. It's going to be the same thing as it was for me when I was really low, which is seek professional help. You need it. I'm not a professional. Oh, sounded like an Indian. Yeah. You need professional help, and I'm not a professional, and I wouldn't dream of offering it to you. But you will get all the support and all the encouragement you can from me. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you like, and subscribe to The Great Apostate. I don't know if this is probably the place to say it, but I wonder, are my videos getting repetitive? Have I said all there is to say about the Jehovah's Witness subject? If you've watched this far, let me know. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.